Hello students, my name is Alpa Rupala, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, Computer Department. Welcome to the lecture series of Mobile Computing and Wireless Communication. Unit number 3, subtopic GPRS. Topics to be covered in this lecture. First of all, we will understand what the GPRS is. Then after, quality of service regarding the GPRS, and then after, architecture of GPRS. So first of all, what is GPRS? Full form of GPRS is General Packet Radio Service. If we can say in a real life example, whenever you are using internet by your mobile phone network, then it is basically in 2.5G onwards are being done according to the GPRS technology, that is General Packet Radio Service, in which your data is being transmitted in a digital way in the form of packets. So first of all, we will learn that what kind of use we can do by the GPRS. We can do emails, we can do browsing of internet, you can watch the TV on your GPRS mobile phone. So all these are very basic use of your GPRS. So basically, the GPRS is based on FDMA and TDMA technology. Now, this TDMA based technology is nothing but what your GSM. So we can say GSM is a backbone of GPRS. So how it is a backbone of GPRS? Suppose if I give you one example. If I want to build second floor on my first floor home, so I will not collapse my first floor. I will just take as it is of the first floor, and then after I will build the second floor on it. So this is same like that. Whenever we talk about the GSM is already transmitting the voice data over your large geographical area, for which you have established the towers, what you call as the BTS. Then after you have established the BSC, then MSC, all this fundamental or architecture is already built. So now what our requirement is, we need to extend it to be capable for GPRS transmission. So ultimately we are using GSM network for transmission of GPRS packet. So ultimately, if we can talk about the speed of your GPRS, then it is something about like 14.4 kbps to 171.2 kbps. It is between 14.4 kbps to 171.2 kbps, and it can be fluctuated according to your generation or generation deadline of your network efficiency, or you can say whatsoever tower. Many parameters works on this, by which you can get the fluctuated value of this data speed. So first of all, we don't require any dial-up connection. Okay, what is dial-up connection model? First of all, you need to configure your connection. Then after the dial-up connection model, if you are using internet at your home in PC, then you need to dial the connection. For that, you need to send one request which will be transmitted to your nearest base station, and from there they will access you, or they will grant you the access. So ultimately this is what your dial-up connection. But the GPRS is always on or always connected network. That means whatsoever you are doing, or wheresoever you are, right? But it is always on. You don't require any dial-up connection to getting start to it. Whenever you are purchasing any internet package, it will be priorly installed, and then after the configuration, a small configuration will be there. You can do it automatic also, by manual also, and automatic also, but most of it will be automatic. The configuration is perfect, then after just you need to start your internet, that's it. So this is what you're always on and always connected with no dial-up setup, and it is also immediate. Whenever you are want to use, you can use directly. So basic QoS of GPRS, that is quality of service of GPRS. If we talk about the quality of service, then there are four quality of service of GPRS. First one is service precedent. That means you can priorly define that what service you want first. Likewise, if I can see the example of it in your browser, suppose you have make the downloading setting of 4 files altogether. Okay, you have downloaded 4 files, or you are downloading 4 files. From this 4 file, I want that the first file should be downloaded first, and then after second, and then after third, and then after fourth. So I can make the access plus pause and resume according to my priority. Or else, whenever if you say that if I am surfing on the browser, right, I can have multiple tabs open. So from whatever tab you are, that particular tab will occupy maximum amount of your data, and the background tab will access the data but in a lesser amount. Same like your mobile phone multiple application. Whatsoever application you are using currently on your main home screen, that application will access the maximum amount of data, and remaining application will access the data but in a little bit lower amount. So this is what the service precedent. Then after, if we talk about the reliability, reliability means if we are losing some of the data, then we can again get that data back by any retransmission request, which we have already learned in your ARQ, that is automatic repeat request. So that all fundamental can be managed in your GPRS also. So your GPRS is very reliable. If we talk about the delay, then the GPRS is fixed by 95 percentile delay. If you are having more than that delay, then it will be just to disconnect your internet. Likewise, if I say an example, if you are downloading something or if you are buffering something on YouTube also, if it is taking some more amount of time than predefined 95 percentile delay, then it will be not loaded. You must need to restart or refresh it to be continued for your downloading or buffering process. So this is what you will not have to wait for longer amount of time. So this is what delay, that is predefined 95 percentile delay. And the fourth one is throughput, that is maximum fixed. Suppose if I say that this amount of data rate you require, then you will go to 2G network or 3G network. If you are having lower internet connection, then you can directly moving or forwarding from 4G to 3G network. So this is all also what predefined. So this was all about the quality of service of GPRS. Now if we talk about the architecture of GPRS, so it is having the basically same fundamental as your GSM. We have earlier defined that GSM is the backbone of your GPRS, right? So all the fundamental which we have already defined, that is till your BSC, is same. But after BSC, some additional nodes should be there, and that nodes are two nodes which are called as GPRS support node. The first one is surveying GPRS support node, which also called as SGSN, and second one is gateway GPRS support node, also known as GGSN. So how this support node are working in your GPRS architecture, just look the diagram. Okay, we have already seen this particular architecture in your GSM architecture, kind of. Okay, here it is what your MS, then after it is BTS. BTS is base transceiver station. Then after BTS signal is moving forward to your BSC. Now this BSC is same here as your GSM, but after BSC there was in GSM MSC, but now the role is changed because you are learning GPRS architecture. In GPRS architecture, all the fundamental and all the work which was doing MSC doing in your GSM, but in GPRS it is done by the SGSN, surveying GPRS support node. And in the replacement of GMSC, there is GGSN, that is Gateway GPRS support node. Okay, all the fundamental, all the databases are also same. So if all the things are same, then what is the difference? Difference is what? The MS is different. Likewise, in GSM, you are having only GSM enabled mobile station. But nowadays, you must have MS with the GPRS access qualification mobile station. It should be enhanced. Same as your BTS that was priorly defined to get an access or transmit the signal in the form of analog converted into the PCM signal. But if we talk about the GPRS, then there is a whole fundamental on the packets. So your MS signal is transmitting you the packets. So BTS must understand that what the packets are and how we can transmit and receive the packet. So as well as the GSM analog signal and digital signal kind of fundamental, BTS also should have the knowledge about the packets that are the enhancement of your BTS. Same as per the enhancement of BTS, BSC should also be enhanced. And as well as your HLR and VLR data should also be enhanced. Likewise, till here in GSM, you have all the data or all the knowledge about the subscriber or customer related personal information and GSM network information. But if we talk about GPRS, then one data field must be included for GPRS. Not one, I can say many of the data set. Likewise, what the user is GPRS enable or not. Then after, what package the user is subscribed to. Likewise, it have package of the 1G internet or 1 GB internet per day or only 2 GB internet. According to that, the billing and charging will be calculated. So HLR must be enhanced for getting the GPRS data. Then after VLR, it is a subset of HLR, so it must be enhanced. If we talk about the SMS nodes, then it must be enhanced because priorly the data was in the form of signals, but now the data is in the form of packets. So this was all about the enhancement which was already in GSM. But what about the SGSN and GGSN? Have a look of it. SGSN, that is Surveying GPRS Support Node. Same hierarchical level as the MSc in your GSM, right? What the SGSN doing? Obviously, it is replacing the MSc of your GSM. So, all the data or all the calculation which was MSc doing, that will be done by your SGSN. Likewise, packet switching, routing and transfer of your packets, then mobility management, logical link control management, authentication and charging function. All these fundamental, which we can say the heart of GSM is MSc, same as the heart of GPRS is SGSN. All the basic fundamental from start to end will be done by your SGSN. Then after GGSN, same as your GMSC. GMSC is connecting two different networks to transmit the data. Same as GGSN is also a mediator between the two different network, two different packet data network. Likewise, one side it is a Wi-Fi network and second side it is a GPRS network. So that data and protocol structure both are different at two different nodes. So this all the communication between two different node packets is being done by the GPRS. We will see this particular fundamental, done by the GGSN. We will see this particular fundamental in later topics, that how GGSN is working, how the data is being transmitted into the form of packets, how it is being converted, how the data is being routed. All the things we will learn in detail. Now next one is GGSN function is also similar to the router in LAN. All the fundamental is according to the packets, but in GPRS we are calling all your packet as a protocol data unit, that is PDU. Okay, or you can also say it packet data unit. Both are the same fundamental, protocol data unit or packet data unit. Network enhancement we have already seen. BSS must be enhanced. BSS is also occupying BTS and BSC. Both should be enhanced. Then after HLR should be enhanced and MS should be enhanced. SMS node should be enhanced. So it was all about the GPRS, quality of service regarding the GPRS and GPRS architecture. Thank you. We will meet in our next lecture.